Hello, today we're going to talk about how to identify nouns in a sentence and then divide them into their different categories: concrete, abstract, proper, common, and collective. Let's get started. Sentence number 1, he explained his new concept to the board. All right, so he is a pronoun. So even though it's the subject of this sentence, we're not looking at pronouns, we're just looking at nouns. So we're going to ignore that for now. His, that's an adjective telling us which concept it is. And so that makes concept a noun. Okay, it's being described by adjectives. It's an idea. Nouns, remember, are people, places, things, and ideas. And then to the board, that's a prepositional phrase, and every prepositional phrase has an object of the preposition. In this case, it's board. Now what we're going to do is go through each sentence, and we're just going to find the nouns. And then after we found out the nouns, we're going to sort them into their correct categories. So let's go to sentence number 2. Jerry fell off the horse and lost his memory. So we're looking for people, places, things, or ideas here. Well, we know Jerry, poor Jerry who fell off the horse and now he doesn't know anything. He's a noun, he's a person. And then horse, that poor horse is probably feeling really bad about what it did to Jerry. Of course, and then memory, if you've lost something, it's a thing, you've lost it. So memory is a noun. That's it for sentence number 2. Let's go to sentence number 3. Sally raked the leaves and slept for the rest of the day. Okay, this one could be a little bit tricky, so let's go through it. Sally, that's a person, so we're going to underline Sally. She's a noun. Leaves, that's a thing. It's a whole bunch of things, and they're in my yard right now. And slept, well, slept is actually a verb, so let's not do that. For, if you remember, is a preposition. That means this is a prepositional phrase. And at the end of a prepositional phrase, you have an object of a preposition, and that is rest. So rest in this case is a noun. And then of the day is another prepositional phrase. And at the end of every prepositional phrase, you have an object of the preposition day, which is a noun. It's a thing or an idea. Let's go to sentence number 4. We, that is a person or persons, but it's a pronoun, so we're going to ignore that for this exercise. We got stuck in Boston. Well, that's a place, so that's a noun. Even though we love the Falcons, okay? That's something that we love. It's a group of people. We is a pronoun, so we're not going to do that. Love can be a noun at times, but in this case, it's a verb. And then yesterday was terrible for the group of workers. So yesterday here, that's a noun. Was terrible. Terrible is describing yesterday. For, that's a preposition. Okay, so for the group, that means group is the object of a preposition, which means it's a noun. And then we have another prepositional phrase of workers. Of is our preposition, and that means workers is the object of a preposition, also making it a noun. All right, so for this next part, we are going to sort these into their correct categories. So I need my cursor now. And so let's start with this first one. He explained his new concept to the board. So we're going to go down here. I've got my table ready, and we're going to sort these into their correct categories. So let's start with concept. Is concept concrete or abstract? Well, is concept something that you can see, taste, touch, or smell? No, of course not. It's an idea. So that makes it an abstract noun. So we're going to put it down here. Let's go up here. And the board, well, that's a group of people who are in charge of a company or something. Since it's people, we know we could see them. So that makes it concrete. All right. Now, are either of these collective? Does concept refer to a group of things? Well, no, it does not. Does board refer to a group? It does, actually. So let's put board right here. Notice that board is both concrete and collective. All right. Remember, nouns they're going to fall into multiple categories down here. Okay. Let's go back to concept and board and figure out if they are common or proper. Is concept common or proper? Well, it's common. You'll see it's lowercase, and it's also just a thing, not a particular one. So we're going to put that in our common section. All right, the next one is board. Board is also going to be common. It's not a particular board, it's just board. So that's going to go right there in our common section. Okay, we're going to sentence number 2. We have Jerry, horse, and memory. So let's go down here. Jerry, well, we could see Jerry. We could see him fall off that horse. So he's going to be concrete and not abstract. Jerry is not collective. Is Jerry common or proper? Well, Jerry It happens to be a proper noun. It's a particular person, Jerry. His name does start with a capital letter, which also helps us know. Then we've got horse. Is it concrete or abstract? Well, it's concrete. You can see a horse. Apparently, you can fall off of a horse. Horse is just one thing. It's not a group of things. And it's a common, it's not Mr. Ed. It's not Black Beauty. It's just horse. So it's not proper. And then he lost his memory. Well, can you see, taste, touch, smell, or hear memory? No, you can't. So that makes memory an abstract noun. Is memory a collection of things? Some people could argue yes, no, but it's really not in this case. And it's also going to be common. It's not a particular memory with a title or anything fancy like that. It's just good old memory. Now, what I want you guys to really pay attention to as I go through this is my thought process. Notice I identified the nouns, and then for each possible category, I'm asking myself questions. Can it be concrete? Can it be abstract? Can it be collective, common, proper? Can I see it with the senses? Is it beyond my senses? Does it contain a bunch of things? Is it what we call a group? Is it common or proper? This is the thought process that I want you guys to use when you're working through these problems. This is the reverse bicycle that we've been talking about. It's a new way of approaching things. Let's go to sentence number 3, Sally. Okay, Sally, like Jerry, is a concrete noun. You can see Sally. She's not abstract because she's concrete. She's just one person, so she's not collective. She's not common because she is a particular person. Her name is Sally. So Sally is going to be both concrete and proper. Now, Sally raked some leaves, and if she raked them, that means they can be touched, so they go in the concrete. And they're not abstract because they're concrete. They're not collective. It's just a plural noun. Remember, collective can be singular or plural. Either way, it refers to a group. Leaves is just the plural form of leaf. And then leaves is going to be common. These leaves don't have names. They're just leaves. And then the rest. Well, the rest of the day is a portion of time. So that's going to be abstract. You can't see the rest of the day. It's an abstract thing. It's not collective either. You've got it as a common because it's not a particular rest, which is a weird way to even ask that question, but it's lowercase. It's not a proper noun. And then the last one is day. Now, some people might say, I can see the day. Well, no, you actually can't see the day. You can just see sunlight, or you can see trees and all those kinds of things that are, illuminated by the sunlight. But the day itself cannot be sensed. Day is not a collective noun, and it is a common noun. If it was Christmas Day, it would be a proper noun, but it's just day. All right, sentence number 4, we got stuck in Boston. Well, if you got stuck there, it's definitely something that you can perceive with your senses. It's a place. You could be there. So it's concrete, not abstract. It's not collective. Now, Boston is a particular place, which makes it a proper noun. Okay? We got stuck in Boston even though we love the Falcons. How unfortunate. Now, the Falcons is a football team, which means that they are a group of people. They're concrete. It is not abstract. It's not collective because Falcons is just plural. It's referring to it's the name of the team. And we could probably argue for it being collective on some level, but we're going to leave it off of there for now. If it was the word team, I would put it on collective. It's not common. It's a particular group. It's a particular team in the NFL, the Falcons. So we're going to call that proper. Number 5, yesterday was terrible for the group of workers. Yesterday, just like day, is an abstract noun. Okay, you don't actually see yesterday. You just see a day that was illuminated by the sun. You don't actually see the day. It's not collective. It's just one thing. It's going to be common because it's not a special day. New Year's Eve is a proper noun, and if it's New Year's Day, then that would be yesterday, but you would always call it New Year's Eve. And then you're not going to put that on proper. Well, then we've got group. Group is going to be a concrete noun because it's a group of workers. You can see them. It's going to be collective because it's referring to a group. It's going to be common. And then finally, we've got workers. Well, workers is a concrete noun. You can see them. It's not collective, and it is common. That's it for now. Good luck. If you have any more questions, just ask Mr. Whitley.